Hello, hello. Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. We are back at it. Tech Tip Tuesday brought to you by the HerLink system and community. My name is Crystal Almeida. I'm the CEO and founder of HerLink.
And I'm Demiari Nguyen, and I am the CMO of HerLink. And we are so excited.
I know. And today, we are bringing you a pretty loaded conversation, a buzzword you hear all the time in your business. You may not truly understand what it exactly means and how it applies to you in your business. We are here to break down the word SEO. SEO.
The good old SEO. I mean, you've heard this before, search engine optimization. And usually when we talk about search engine optimization or SEO, we think, oh, keywords. That's just keywords. And yes, you're right. It is keywords. However, our websites have this little thing called SEO meta description. And an SEO meta description is that, that little paragraph that shows up when you go to good old Google and you Google something. That little paragraph has to be loaded with keywords and it tells searchers what it is that your website is all about, what your business is all about, in a very concise little. And even though it doesn't necessarily help with your rankings on Google, it is the first impression that others get about your business.
So SEO, let's break it down for you. We're going to give you, we're going to give you about 5 tips. That's what we do every Tuesday. We give you about 5 tips on a tech challenge or something you need to know about managing the back end of your business. So all things tech. And today we're breaking down your SEO, your search engine optimization. We are going to help you increase this, keep this in the back of your mind, and give you 5 tips that you can put forth right away in your business to make sure people are able to find you. People are able to find exactly who you are, what you do, and all of those important keywords that are attracting exactly the clientele you're looking to attract. All right, so let's get right into it. Let's break down, how do you optimize your website? How do you make sure your website is search engine optimized to its best? So Demiri just pulled up our HerLink system. It's our all-in-one software solution to help you run the back end of your business. So on our all-in-one platform, you can build yourself a website. Last week, we showed you about how to connect your domain, how to make sure your emails you're using and sending through your all-in-one solution system like HerLink. And today we're going to show you how the website feature works and how it applies to your SEO. So when you use any type of website building platform, in this case, we're using HerLink system, you build out your website, but there's always going to be a little feature that you need to pull up. So in this case on HerLink system, it's right up there at the top. So SEO metadata, you're going to scroll down and it's going to prompt you exactly what you need to fill it with. So the first thing Demir had mentioned was your description. So what is the descriptive behind your website? So now this description you're plugging in for the SEO metadata is not going to appear on your website. It's working behind the scenes. This is what's working with those Google searches. When people are making searches on the net, they are pulling from these types of SEO keywords that are behind your website. Now, just a disclaimer, these SEO keywords can also be sprinkled all over your website from the user front end view of your website. But right now, we're going to actually show you the back end of your website and how to optimize all of your SEO metadata. So the very first thing that you're going to see is content. So here you're going to give it a title. Again, you're going to pull the title of your business. You're going to pull the title of what your business is servicing. You're also not going to do this alone, because today we are so lucky to have AI tools that really help make this a little bit easier for you. So go plug that into ChatGPT, whatever AI tool that you're using, and ask it for your descriptor. So in this case, we got it all ready for you. Demiri, what did you throw into that descriptor?
So I threw in a prompt. We have this prompt ready, and totally, I know it's not related to SEO, but once you find prompts that work for you for AI, write them down. They are game changers when you're doing things like that. So the prompt that I added on here was, give me a full meta description for her link system, which services female entrepreneurs by providing them with an all-in-one business management software, one-on-one face-to-face tech support, and done for you services homepage. And I made sure that I was very specific. When you're doing these prompts, you got to be very specific about which page you're doing the meta description for, because each page this is kind of like, when you have a filing cabinet and you index things and you organize things. These meta descriptions are kind of like index tabs. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it. Let's see what
And
we
while
get.
that's populating the answer, just a little cherry on top. When Demir talked about having a different descriptor for each one of your website landing pages. So you've got your home page, you may have your shop page, you may have services, contact page. All of those descriptors need to be using and pulling from different SEO words. You don't want to oversaturate your website with every page having the same description. That won't actually help you optimize your website. That may actually go against you. So you want to be creative in being specific to each one of those tabs. All right, so what did it spit out for us?
Let's see. Her link system empowers female entrepreneurs with a comprehensive all-in-one business management software designed to streamline operations, boost productivity, and drive growth. Our platform offers seamless integrations of essentials business tools, personalized one-on-one face-to-face tech support, and expert done-for-you services. Experience unparalleled efficiency and dedicated support tailored specifically for women in business. Transform your entrepreneurial journey with her link system and achieve your business goals with confidence.
I honestly
Love it.
Right? AI is such a blessing. You should be using it in your business to make you a little bit more efficient and really kind of get exactly what you need. So we're going to take it to the next level. Well, actually, for the first thing we're going to do, you're right. Let's copy that baby. We'll head over to your website page. We're going to go back into that SEO metadata, and we're just going to copy and paste it right in there. All right, now let's get back to ChatGPT, because the next thing you need to pull from this descriptor is we're going to ask it, now give me 10 keywords for the website.
For this page.
Yes, for this page. Beautiful. Now it spit you out 10 keywords for that homepage. But now we're going to take it to the next level, because you need keywords that may be not just those 10, but other words to diversify it, speaking and attracting the same clientele. And now we'll ask it for 10 additional keywords that can be sprinkled all over your website.
Ten additional keywords for the page.
Beautiful. There you go. Pulling all of those SEO words that you need associated with your website. Super simple. So if you head back over, that's not it. It continues page by page. So let's go back over to our website and have a look at what else that you can be utilizing to fill in. So we've got your keywords, your description, your title. There's also images, links, and tags. Now, we won't go through all of them today, but you want to make sure all of these are optimized to be working for your website. And again, you're going to make sure that this SEO metadata is different for each page of your website.
And real quick, where it says social image, what that means is this: what's going to show up was something that I'm going to talk about with our next tip. But it's the image that's going to show up when people see your business, in this case, her link.
I love it. All right, that was a loaded tip number 1. Now we're going to move on to tip number 2. And how do you go ahead and tip number 2 for your optimizing your website is you want to improve those loading times. If your website is taking too long to load, people are bouncing. Like, who wants to stick around to watch something in dinosaur time, sit there and load?
Nobody has time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
No.
Nobody wants to sit there and wait for your images to load and go. We're
And-
not in dial-up anymore. We have fiber internet in some places.
And if you're like, well, I want them to see everything of all of my artwork, all of my products, and well, guess what? There's a space and place for that. Space number one, your storefront associated with your website, where they can check pictures of all of your products. You don't have a storefront, send them to your Instagram if you want them to see all of the products and images and everything you like to share. Your website is reserved for a few pictures to really help kind of paint the picture for your client landing on your website, but it shouldn't be saturated in pictures. It's going to slow down that loading time. The other thing people tend to do is you want to throw out as many testimonials as you can on your website. I love testimonials. I read reviews all the time, and you should too. And you should have them on your website. However, when you have those video testimonials on your website, they are slowing down the load time on your website. So I highly encourage, always include a video testimonial, and maybe include 2 written testimonials on your website so you're not slowing down the load time.
Well, and just to piggyback of those, what you could also do is simply just create a landing page, a reviews landing page for your website. If you have this overflow of reviews and you want them all to be there, you could do that. There's different plugins and things that you can add to your website where the written reviews could be automatically uploaded from Google and you don't have to worry about it. But like Crystal said, videos really need to be kept to a minimum. Also, the autoplay, you can mute them when they autoplay. There's a bunch of different things that you can do. And the one thing I would say for images, keep them at 150 DPI. And you're like, what is that? Just go on the sizing. All right. So my tip number 3, and I think this one is very, very important. If your website is not mobile friendly, guess what? It doesn't exist. Like nobody is going to go to a non-mobile friendly website, because what are we doing most of the time? What are we looking for stuff on? Yeah. Because we're on the go, right? So another thing that people don't necessarily think it's that important is that when your website is not mobile friendly, Google actually doesn't index it as high as it should be because it's not mobile friendly. So keep that in mind when you're building your website. Yes, your desktop version looks great. Check on that mobile and make sure that's also optimized.
Absolutely. All right. Okay. Tip number 4, which one we'll always bring you a bonus. So we got 4 tips for you today and then 1 bonus. I'm going to say number 4. I mean, it's always there. You have to monitor your own website. You have to read into your analytics. You have to see what's working, what's driving traffic. Where are people clicking? What's capturing their attention? Is it that testimonial? Do you have a high view rate on those testimonials? Where is it the chat bot on your website? Is that helping to pull traffic into your website? What is working? What is not? What funnels associated with your website that you're sending people to? Are they working? Are you using a compare and contrast analysis software like we have, part of her link system, where you can actually run 2 different funnels at the same time and compare and analyze them? You need to be looking at your analytics. Where are people clicking and what is driving them there? All right. And finally, we have our bonus. Drum roll bonus. Enhance your user experience. It's all about the customer journey. Make sure you have call to action buttons. Make sure that when you are going to launch that website, you're going through the mobile experience. You're seeing if their buttons that you want them to click on are readily available. They're in their face. Is there a call to action? If you're telling people about a program that you are launching and you're taking early registration, that button needs to be right there, right in front of people's eyes, easy to navigate. Make sure there's a easy navigation menu associated with your website. It's all about the user experience. So put yourself in the consumer's shoes, go through your website as if you were a consumer. And if you have a hard time, what's that saying? If you have a hard time of pulling yourself outside of the frame so you can experience it as a user, as a consumer, ask your friends and family, say, hey, go through my website, give me some feedback. Is it too wordy? Is it too many pictures? Is there not enough content? What are those around you experiencing as a consumer?
And ask for screenshots. I always like it when people send me screenshots because sometimes things change per device. Like there's so many little things. The whole point is just make sure keywords are your friends, but make sure that they make you stand out from your competitors. And just don't forget, each page should have its own meta description. Because what happens if you have the exact same one? Remember, we talked about they're like indexes, index tabs. That's how Google categorizes them. What happens then? If they all have the same description, then they all just get all clumped into one big index folder, and that's it. Not everybody gets to experience your website. So come back next week. We're so excited, and make sure that you subscribe. And also, if you have a question if you have a tech pain, like, a tech pain in the behind, send us, DM us, write it in the comments. You never know. Your question might be covered next week.
I love that. I love that. And just, we've always got to include this in there. It's all about paying it forward. It's all about women supporting women in business. That is the pillars of her link and how we founded this incredible business. It's all about no gatekeeping. So share this video, send it to a girlfriend of yours, send it to another small business owner that this might be useful for. So if you found this useful, let us know, send it to a friend, share the love. And that's it for now. We'll catch you next Tuesday. Bye, everybody.
Bye.